What's your biggest fear?
The camera.
The camera.
I'm in hell.
Are you in hell? Is this really hard for you?
I'm being punished. You should film something else. Yeah.
Ferris, what are you most afraid of?
Slaying too hard.
Slay so hard that slay loses all meaning. Ingrid, what are you scared of?
A lot of things.
A lot?
Yeah, like life is scary to me. Like
Life is scary.
I'm in a constant state of anxiety and fear over my life.
Okay. Now answer the question for real.
What she said, but serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name's Johanna Lane, and I am the owner of Calgary Ghost Walks. Well, I've been lucky enough that I get to travel all over the world for a job I had before, and I would take tours wherever I went. And so I went to Boston, took an amazing historic tour, and said, I would like to do that here. And people said, no, nobody wants to learn about Calgary history. And so then somebody gave me a book of ghost stories, and I said, that might be a cool way to go. So we threw that in, and suddenly everybody wanted to learn the history of Calgary.
What does a ghost call his girlfriend?
What?
His boo.
I forgot to mention, you guys all have one major responsibility on this. Make sure
Have you had a personal experience with a spirit?
Yes and no. So here at the Dean House, we were coming from the fort where they used to do all the hangings. And so we were coming across the river, and we got here, and a guy goes, what about the woman in white in the upstairs window? And I said, I'll get to that story in a minute. And then this other girl goes, no, the woman in white in the upstairs window. And I went, we'll get there. I was just too lazy to tell the story a lot. But by the time the third person went, no, the woman in white in the upstairs window now. And I realized that they meant they saw somebody upstairs. The restaurant was closed. And so about 7 people saw a young lady up in that upstairs window.
Okay. What did the skeleton say to his girlfriend?
What did he say?
Hey, you want a bone?
I lost a few.
You know what I said? I wasn't in focus.
Do you have any advice for young ghost hunters?
I would say keep your mind open, and when it's quiet, that's when you want to go. Like everybody goes, oh, well, I'll see something in the dark. Not necessarily. Like the little boy under the bridge, he gets seen 4 or 5 times a year, and usually in the daytime. People will hear him calling for help. And it's during the day when it's not dark. So yeah, just be open to things.
He spooked me a bit earlier, if I'm honest, with the little girl story. Yeah, that I actually got chills. It was
Something about dead kids?
yeah, I can't. I'm easily spooked.
Just a heads up, if you're planning on doing a YYC ghost tour, they make you really hungry about an hour and 20 minutes in. So prepare for that.
My husband was killed in a motorcycle accident like 15 years ago, and I totally want to believe that that's there. However, nobody has shown up and given me the treasure map. So I think that's the kind of thing. But now I do believe that people believe. And my mom, quick story. So when my husband was in the accident, my mom called me. And it was like at 3 a.m. He was out in Ontario. He worked for the trains. And she called me and said, hey, Joe, like, do you have enough cash to get to Ontario? You're going to have to travel. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to Ontario. He's down there working. We're fine. And then about 3 hours later, I got the phone call that he'd been in an accident. Oh, yeah, my mom got it. So, again,
Wow.
on the fence, but there is no good way to find a ghost. I wish I'd be rich, because we'd be like, oh, all the ghosts that live here, show yourselves, kind of thing. I think it just comes with the more you do it, the more you're going to be seeing stuff. So, yeah. I have friends that do ghost hunting, and they took me on a hunt. And it was boring as crap. They set up all their equipment, and we just sat in Timmy's drinking coffee while all the cameras were on and everything else was on all night, like for 12 hours and nothing. So it's really boring. And then you got to sift through all that footage and once in a while you'll get something. So yeah, I was like, no, I don't enjoy that. I'd rather tell the stories and then you guys can go find them. Before, I totally forgot about it, but I'd taken the boyfriend. He took me for a Valentine's Day, because that's what you do. And I thought he was being funny and just like poking me on the butt, and there was nobody there. So I don't know whether it was just whatever, but yeah, that old city hall is, city jail rather, is amazing. Yeah.